I wanted to see if I would save that.
We'll do that later.
Fine.
Show it when we're done with this. Monster voice time.
Quest 64. Yes, it is. It's Quest 64. Get to the intro that nobody saw before. Or at least I didn't. Kelzland, an island where magical spirits abound. This is the abode of magicians who have become powerful through the pacts with spirits. These are apprentices of Mill Road Monastery. Brian. Awesome Harry.
Heavenshire. This is the kingdom of Northern Magic, home to the Mill Road Monastery. The king is ruled by Scott.
This is going way too fast, dude. Okay, I got this.
Alright.
Carmach, the kingdom of the merchants is situated in the central region of the Celtlands. The richest and most beautiful of all the kingdoms are delivered by Queen... something.
Okay. Highland, the kingdom of the sword, located at the southern edge of the isle of fire and steel, ruled by the ambitious and warlike King Vegas.
Yeah!
Alright!
Finally got a slide. Thanks to the treaty among the three kingdoms, the people live in peace and prosperity.
One night, however, the monastery fell under an evil spell with the theft of an ancient book.
Guessing that book. Because of the theft, Celtland now faces dangers that have never been known before. That's not how it was written, but I don't care. Yeah. Quest 64. Woo!
Yeah!
Old style game.
Old game.
And because Garrett wanted to see this.
Yeah? What? Okay, these aren't mine.
These must have been mine.
Yeah, those are yours. Alright, let's go.
Alright. So, this was made by THQ, and it was from a long time. Grand Abbott.
Ryan, even though I've begged you not to leave, you still say you must go after your father. No matter how wonderful your powers may be, you are still a child, and I can't do that.
But he has a cape.
Ooh, capes. I will let you go since you have capes. Your father, Lord Bellathamine.
Just gonna call him Bar.
Follow me.
Bar. Left to search for the stolen Elatail book, and has been missing for a month. No wonder you are worried about him. Contained in the words of the book is the power that exceeds human knowledge. I wonder who could have possibly stolen it from the crypt of the monastery. If an evil person should use it, the country and all of its cities will be destroyed. The spirit's blessings will disappear, and Celtland will once again. Sorry, I fell sick. By the day of grief, Bar's disappearance may mean he is caught in evil fighting over the book. If you go, you may find yourself in danger as well. If you still insist, begin by going to Doradin. I cannot read. Dondarin. I'll ask the king of Dondarin Castle to protect you. Woo!
Yeah.
Right, people, welcome to the longest beginning. Actually, I will not
No,
say that.
never.
Not after Xenosaga. Okay, so to everybody that is just tuning in, this is called Semester Quest. It's where Garrett and I, or Perry and Zakki, play a game all the way through that we haven't actually beaten, and yeah, We were going to start on Xenosaga, but about 4 hours in and 1 hour of gameplay later, we decided not to do that. So sorry, we're not gonna do that, but yeah. We can use the C's. We'll get into combat later. It's easier than trying to talk to people. This game is a very simple RPG, and is one of the first RPGs for the Nintendo 64 system.
I think it is the first, actually.
Yeah, it's probably easily stated, yeah. I'll let the screen pop up. You only have 6 stats. No. 7 stats in the game. You have HP, MP, you have speed, which you can't see, and then you have 4 spirit stats. And you get experience and all that, which we'll get to later. There's no money.
Yeah, there is.
There's no money.
Really?
Yeah, you're just given everything. Sorry to spoil that point. You're just given everything. Yay, the magic spells, their journey. And as you noticed at the beginning of the game when we just started, there wasn't a difficulty select. We'll get into a difficulty select later, but for its time. It's a very simple RPG. We said that earlier. It's extremely simple. It's not going to be complicated at all. And the designers just made empty rooms.
A lot of them.
Oh, come on!
They're building the tension, John.
Yeah, sure. The tension of...
You walk through 50 bazillion rooms.
And then you finally get to one person, and it's like, yeah, thank you.
Also, terrible camera in this game.
I was just... Camera sucks.
I mean, it's not bad for...
I don't want to get out. Should be... somebody somewhere.
That is where you want to go.
Do I want to go through?
No, the main game's not where you want to go. Nope. No camera control.
Oh wait, the B button, it switched it! Is this the main one? Go! Go! We also had a scare right before doing this. That my Nintendo 64 might have just died. We had the extra memory that you would need to get to play Majora's Mask in, and I'm guessing it died because we just switched the memory and finally it worked. First item of the game! It's a dewdrop. Dewdrops. Yeah. Up.
Well, there's a door, actually.
What?
Maybe I'm just going crazy. Opposite corner. No.
Yes, there is. I'm not going crazy yet.
Well. Yeah, this will be bread. No, this is more special than bread. No,
Dude,
it's dewdrop. There it is. No. Never mind.
I think that restored. Yeah, MB. I thought there was somebody in here that gave us bread.
Just later.
Because you're a monk, I guess people just give you stuff.
Monk with a cape. And a stick that's bigger than he is.
It's probably cake, never mind. Alright.
Screw that door.
Well, I was gonna I was gonna show off something in here, because you can do something out there more.
Really, you can do something.
Yeah, there's something you can do really at the beginning of the game. Okay, so remember how we were talking about speed that you can't see? Okay, yeah, agility. I guess you do have defense. Okay, so you have 8 skills. Excuse me. And notice for agility, we already have 30 XP for it. This is messages and stuff, actually.
For one, I thought that was background music speed.
Max background music speed. This is where experience comes in. That blue circle will fill up, and when you do that, you can get another element. Alright, since we're doing here, and I'm going to talk about agility, we'll just start at the top. HP, you get experience for that for being hit. MP, you get experience for that for using magic. Defense, you get experience for that for getting hit again. And agility, you get experience, which we already have 30% experience, for just running around. And you can do something very simple at the beginning of the game, is basically come in here or any other place where it's a very large open area that you're not going to get into fights, and do this. And then you can get like a rubber band or something, and just have Brian sit here for hours and just run around in circles. And that didn't do anything, but you'd have to be there for a very long time. We're not going to do that. I don't think I've ever been back here. Offerings. Can we take the offerings? We're starving monks. We're hungry.
Also, side note, probably the only game whose main character will be called Brian. You and I were discussing this before.
By the way, you're barely getting picked up when you talk that loud.
Main character's name's Brian, guys.
Oh, here's the bread guy.
Bread guy.
So he got that little and we got some bread. And we get some honey bread, which is better than bread. Fresh bread will restore some health. No, not with it. What was that? Not? Yeah. Fresh bread will restore 50. Honey bread will restore 100. Not going to use it. But see, we didn't buy that. Just give it to us. Which everyone will do that. Give us your sword. Give us your sword. Alright. Yeah. Alright. So we're talking about elements. You get experience for elements and whatnot. There's another way you can get elements, which is through... You find these little wispy things. These wispy things will instantly get you another elemental spirit thing. So, I'm gonna do fire or water first. Fire! Okay. What's heal? That's 7, right?
I don't know.
Oh, we'll do fire for one. Also, there, as I was saying before, there's no. It's an older game, so there's no set for difficulty. But you can kind of set your own difficulty for the game. There is about 4-ish standard difficulties. At least this is what I read earlier. By earlier, I mean a really long time ago. I mean, you can put in about as many difficulties as you would like if you wanted to rate everything. But the 5 standard ones are easy, which would be to increase wind and water. Water will have healing spells, wind will auto-target stuff, so that's why that would be.
That's crazy range.
And has crazy range. Earth and water would be medium. And that's because Earth hits really hard, and has two spells later on, which one will make you completely invulnerable, and the other one will take out really large monsters very quickly. Where did I go here? Hard would be to max fire and water first, which is what we're going to be doing. Fire, you have to aim, and hits decently hard, but you don't get the... Or hits really hard, like Earth, but you don't get the giant spells later. Going to an inn is where you get to save, which we will save. This one is. Yeah, okay. Okay, before we talk to her, I'm going to finish my statement before. There's a fourth one, which is, I call the annoying difficulty, which is where you just evenly increase all the levels of all the spirits, which will just be annoying because it'll just be slower than everything, but...
The game does not make it clear how the spells interact, by the way, and basically they don't. Because, like, if you can bring up the menu for the spells. Nope, I'll explain this later. Continue.
What would make more spells?
Yeah.
Okay. And then fifth difficulty, which you can put a whole class into this as well, is impossible, which is really freaking hard, but it's to do it without using water. And the most common way to do that would be with wind and fire, because wind you have extremely long range, and fire you'll actually get a healing spell later, but that's much later. This lady. Ken! I did the voice of the old guy.
Hello, my servant. I'm Shannon. I've been traveling hither and yon, all over Devlet. I see. You're setting out on a quest too. I trust we'll run into each other along the way.
Okay, remember that voice. Every time we run into her, you get to do her. Okay. First, bakery over here. Or is this the wings?
Ready to travel, are you? Fine. Well, I'll give you a white wings. They'll bring you right back to Mellow.
That might be Mill Road. I don't know.
Anytime. It is important that you understand wings will only work in wide open spaces. Take care.
And we received white wings, which is like a teleport item. About every town you go to will give you one. Isn't there, like, you can get red? Or am I losing my mind?
I don't remember any bread. I do remember a spirit up in the fields. But I don't know if it was in my mind as well.
No, I can't remember that. Yeah, it's around the sheep. I just don't remember where.
There it is. Over in the corner.
Yeah.
Not gonna get any water.
No. I would rather get up to heal and then concentrate on the fire. Also, we're not using a guide for this.
Nope.
Because you don't really need to. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, the only reason to use a guide would be possibly to get all of the spirits, but it's not necessary. Do the slow down. Remember, people, beginning NES.
That's 64.
N64, like I was saying. I know what I meant. You all knew what I meant. Garrett knew what I meant. Da 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 da.
Do the bride dance!
Alright!
Alright, this is how combat works. You get a little octagon, you get to go up, and then we'll fireball you. Which it's not very effective because they're fire types. And there are weaknesses. I'll get hit. I shouldn't even cast Fireball on them. It's just wasting mana. There are weaknesses. I think it's just reflexive, if that makes sense. Like, fire will do extra damage to water, water will do extra damage to fire, earth will do extra damage to wind, wind will do extra damage to earth. I don't think they're... Also, if you stay on the path, you'll run into less of these guys.
Really?
Yeah. Little hit.
Nope, you should do it.
That's right. Water's got like 6 feet. Also, one you can randomly miss. Oh, that didn't kill you?
That's odd.
Yeah!
Whack! Hitting people with your staff will get you MP back. Mid-battle. You also get MP back by running around.
Right.
Sticking to the path, you'll find the rest of these guys. By the way, get used to the music. At least it is better than Xenosaga's music. And I will probably be rapping.
Oh yeah. By the end of this video, you would better be rapping.
Rapping is not what I meant to say, but... Let's see. Pass turn. Pass turn. Hating on Xenosaga a little bit during this.
What?
Why? Well, I didn't know if you were going to. Oh, come on! They're hitting me!
Yeah, HP does not naturally recharge, I don't think.
No. Look. Things I do remember from this game. Well, one, we got Water Pillar 2 now, which means we can probably hit them when we first run up. But since it's a level 2 spell, it'll use 2 MP instead of 1. But level 7 or 8, around that range, wider you get healed. That's what I want to get to first, and then we're probably going to go gung-ho on fire. At least that was my plan. Are you fine with that?
Sounds good to me.
Let's go lightning bolt.
Let's see, and you are...
Fire nice.
Very nice. Are they randomly changed? Is like the moon fire?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
You will cast ice and you will not be able to dodge it. Yes, yeah.
Oh yeah, but at least that's...
Yep. Of course, yours is exactly unspecified.
And so you just take turns. Only one enemy will be able to attack per turn, I think.
Maybe. Pretty legit.
Okay, if I can hit you with that, then...
Water Pillar 2!
Yeah, so this would get into the part that I was going to try and explain what would make sense. So, your way of selecting spells you can perform.
Yeah, because...
Another sucky thing about this game. Or, well...
No, it's not sucky. It's not sucky. Unless you can run away from battles if you run outside the big... If you've noticed the big gray octagon around you can run out. It might not be an octagon, but that's beside the point. You can run out. But I think if you finish a battle, it'll put you in the way you were running. If I remember correctly. So this should be... Yeah, that should be towards the sea.
It's a good idea to pay attention to your compass, just to make sure. It is really easy to get get turned
Do you
around.
think the thing would be over there?
Nope. There's probably not no one over there. There might be one.
Yeah.
We've both played this game several times.
So memories of stuff is foggy.
But we know they're there. Somewhere.
Over the rainbow. Oh, you suck. You really suck.
Haha! Ha 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 ha! Right, so I was going to explain before. The menu suggests that you unlock spells by... Like, if you were to travel all the way down the water path, you'd only ever be able to unlock the spells that are triggered by the down arrow on the C-stick, but that's not true. Leveling up, like, just water would unlock all of the trees from in the water tree. So you don't need to level up all of the spells to unlock everything in the water channel, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, come on, Brian! You're better than this, Brian! Over there. Okay, target. Acquire. Do we have it yet? Actually, I think right here is a decent part to end this. No, what am I talking about? We're just gonna end and go from whatever. What?
I somehow bit under my tongue!
Okay, same strategy as last time. Actually, this will be just as good. I mean, we can still use rock.
Help them! No. Oh, good job.
Okay, that's how rock works. And I guess we can show off how wind works.
That was not a very clear example.
Okay. Well, it homes in on a target. Huh? Yeah. So just demonstration of wind again. Weak damage, but will home in on them. Kind of like that. It'd be awesome if I would have one more level. Alright. Items! Not using it. Fresh bread. Thank you. Notice we've been taking damage, so our HP went up by 2. Go to our thing, we have some MP, that, so on and so forth.
Almost going on.
Defense is almost gone up. Our agility's gone up by 1. It's almost going to go up by 2. The experience for our MP will go up a lot once we actually get healed.
Yep.
After every battle. Heal, heal, heal.
The next one, yeah.
Who are you? Healing! Alright. Now hardcore fire damage. Travelers often don't show up here, but I can't. Travelers don't show up here very often. It seems that it isn't safe anywhere around here these days. I see future for you. Fraught with danger and challenges that no ordinary human could meet. It isn't clear, but your destiny awaits you on the end of the longest road.
And you will wonder many times which road that is.
Which road it is. Is this the longest road? Is this the longest road?
Because
They
all
all
of them
feel like
that
the
way.
longest road. Oh no!
Rabbits!
Rabbits! These rabbits are...
What are they called? Hares?
I know,
they're
we'll see them.
hare.
I think night hares?
Something
I
like
think they're
that. We're gonna sound like idiots when we miss their name.
These are wind-based though.
No.
Yeah, they are.
Where?
Where?
Also, it is possible to dodge those.
Yeah. I don't remember
You just have to follow their
their pattern. Yeah.
and the triple ones is just a matter of getting to the right position.
Yeah, because don't those like circle around you
If you're in the right,
if you're in the right spot? Yeah. Alright. Yes. Not gonna choose water. Cheap. And just like any RPG, you can obtain random items from creatures that work. Stop it!
Oh yeah.
Death!
The overkill.
Death! Okay, I'm not using pillar 2. We did 20 with pillar 2. Fire!
One really nice thing about this game is that your power level starts off going up real fast.
Yeah.
They were not any continuous spirits, which is really nice.
Also, just for reference, max number of spirits you can have in one element is 50. Also, if you didn't catch that, there's a spirit right here. Fire tool!
Yeah. This is just two fireballs.
Yeah.
Of course, all the elements kind of upgrade lane every each spell.
Universe goes.
Farther along this road, down the road, and the common forest. Don't get careless in the woods. A robber is about.
Alright.
With the gigantic Lux-like laden.
Nobody caught that, that was a League of Legends reference. Also, before I think we go on, I think this is a good spot to kind of pause for a
Stop
second.
the game. We're done.
This is too much! Catch you guys later. Actually, I think I'm gonna end with the that's too much.